everyone. So I'm going to quickly show you how to get into your new account. I'm going to use Charla's account here as an example, getting her started. We had to redo her system. So I'm going to click on, you all get this email, this PBS number one, welcome to your system email. Never delete this email. If it wasn't sent to your business email, forward it over to your business email so you always have it and it doesn't get lost. You're going to go to your performance blogging system area and click on the second link. The first link is always the one you give to people who want to view your site, whether it's friends, family, strangers, whoever, share it. I'm going to click on the second link and it will open up in a new tab. And what I'm going to do is your username or email address. We never use email address. We always use username. So I'm just going to copy and paste. And by copying and pasting, I know that it's done right. Notice I'm not allowing any spaces before or after the password. And she's going to want to hit the remember me box and then log in. When you get to this site, your Google will say, do you want to remember this password? Say yes. When you get RoboForm, or if you have RoboForm already or another password keeper, again, hit save. I'm going to save it for right now because I know I'm going to be coming back in here to do some more gifts here for Charla. Now, the first thing we wanted to do is change her site identity. So I'm clicking up here on the house and now I'm on her home page. How do I know that I'm logged in? Well, there's this black stripe up here and it says, Howdy Charla. So I know I'm logged in. If you guys ever do not see this black stripe, it means you did not successfully log in initially. But we're going to change this to the site identity that she came up with, and I love it. It's Charla's Chit Chat, and I finally said it correctly. So I'm just clicking on Customize. I'm going to Site Identity. And if you need to pause this video to follow along on your own, please do. So I'm going to type in Charla's Chit Chat. And there it is. And I'm going to hit publish because publish is our save button here. Our save buttons are always blue. They'll either say published or update. And if you've done a new page or post, it will then say save, or it'll say publish. Sorry, it'll say publish. I'm done with this menu. We don't change the background colors. We don't change the pictures. It's nice that we don't have to do that setup, guys. Take advantage of it big time. So I'm going to just close this menu. Now we are ready to modify. Remember, we can't modify on here by just clicking. We have to go down here to where it says edit this and click on that. It will then change over to the back side. And you can just, if you get this notice, just hit the X. And we are going to come up with a new title, but we need to make sure we keep online community in the title, preferably towards the beginning, because the keyword is online community. And how do I know that this page, what the keyword is? Well, we have something we call Mrs. Yost. Welcome to Mrs. Yost. She is the English teacher you wish you had in high school because she doesn't care about grammar too much. She cares about the content itself. So that means you can start your sentences with transition words like because. All right, so here is my Yoast, and it's got SEO and readability. These two tabs we utilize, we ignore social. Do not worry about it. You're not missing anything. We don't teach it because it was never taught to us. Remember, it's a system, not a suggestion. We show you what we've been shown and we duplicate. So here's the focus key phrase. Guys, keep it simple. Use the key phrases that are there. Here's the slug. Use the slug as it is. What we do need to change is the meta description. So the meta description, we have an amazing online community right here. We are constantly locating the best offers available online. Awesomeness, updating awesome or often. So we know we need to keep the words online community in there because the keyword is literally, guys, a description phrase up to maybe 5 words that tells people what this page is about. It's something that they themselves maybe search for. So if somebody's looking for an online community, Google, if your page is original enough and has quality content in it, meaning you're adding to it, they will offer your page up as a choice for the viewer to read. So you want to make this original. And what the meta description is you know how on Google they give you the title of the site and then they give you a little blurb. Look at that. We have an amazing online community right here. We have an amazing online community right here. The meta description is that little blurb about your site. So let's see here. I got it green. Green is good. I'll fix this when I go up and change the title, but green is good. Green means money. So we're good, but I can fill this space. That there's still more words I can put in there. So an online community that guides you to information about the products and services you're already looking for or searching for. Bookmark to see what's new. Bing, I got it all the way to the end. Now that's very original. Mine does not say that. I'm going to actually copy this and I'm going to put it. Now, what we want to do is we want to reword all of these different blocks. A block is a paragraph or an image or a heading or a list. There's many, many different kinds of blocks. But basically, you'll see this little toolbar as I click on the different types is changing. Okay, and see this blue box? That is telling you that this toolbar is specifically to that blue box and everything inside of it. So now these are Rory's words. You need to make them your words. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring down my cursor. Now I'm coming over above the picture. Typically you can go in between the two, but because the picture is where it is, I need to be above the picture to get my blue line and hit add block. Now I'm going to choose either paragraph, image, and heading. Which one do I choose? Well, I'm modifying a paragraph, so I'm going to choose paragraph. And I'm going to put in that meta description. And I'm going to say Sharla's Chit Chat is an online community that guides you. So it's the same thing. All right. And I want to make sure that my paragraphs are longer than Rory's. So I'm not going to stop with this. And I'm actually going to get rid of bookmark to see what's new. And I'm going to add to this paragraph. All right, so see how my paragraph is much longer than Rory's? So what I want to do right now is I want to quickly get rid of Rory's. We're not going to highlight it. And when we highlight it, hit delete, it leaves the empty block there. Mrs. Yost doesn't like that. We don't want an empty block. We want the very first block to be our first paragraph. So instead, now, by the way, this is the undo button, brings it right back. So instead, what we want to do is we want to hit these three dots, explore what these toolbars mean, guys, play around. That's exactly what I did to learn my system. I took responsibility for my system and just dug in. And I always knew that if I screwed it up, I could always hit that undo button and start over. So I'm going to just come here. I click that and I'm going to come down here and hit delete. Now, that first paragraph that I wrote for Charla is right there, and it starts the tone for the rest of the page. Now, the next step is to come here, add a new paragraph, and we're going to modify this paragraph. I'm going to actually stop on modifying and leave this for Charla to do so she can have fun with it. And just, guys, write these pages without overthinking them and write them as though you are speaking it to someone. Okay, now we have these links here. These links need to say your site. Now, Charla's site is 5C79. I'm just going to click on them, left click only, and it brings up the link box. And I'm verifying that it says 5C79. And this is going to go right to our contact us page. Awesome. So when Rory is showing you in the training video that is at, I just had this up. You know, we have our training page that ends in RRR, and when you click on step 1, it brings you here. You have already done the do this first and do this second. What I'm showing you is PBS initial setup part 1. This is step 1, part 1. Do not get the steps and the parts mixed up. This video, what you want to do is literally do a split screen. Okay. And all you do to split screen, I'll do that again. I'm going up in the upper right corner and I'm clicking on that middle button. There's the minimize. This here is to restore down. And that's basically to help you do a split screen. And then this is to close the screen. We don't want to do that. So I'm going to hit the restore down. I'm actually going to shrink this page over a little bit. And I'm going to bring this tab out. And all I did to bring that tab out is I went up here and I'm using my mouse and I'm using the left button on my mouse and I'm clicking and holding it. I'm not releasing it. And I'm just dragging my mouse out. And I want it to be by itself. So I know I'm going to be moving this a little bit, but you'll see here, see how the cursor changes to a double arrow from a single arrow, double arrow, single arrow, double arrow. We're going to, there we go. Shrinking it down. So now I can have the video playing on the side and I can be modifying my page. And I can have it as wide as I need there. Now I have a really wide screen. Yours may not be able to do so. If you've got 2 monitors, that's even better. Just drag this over to your other monitor so you can see them both. I do have a second monitor, but for purposes of recording, I'm not wanting to try and share 2 screens. So you guys can literally watch Rory and listen to him, how he's teaching you on the modifying and backing up your affiliate disclosures, contact us, and your 2 homepage posts. Play, and every time he does something, hit pause, go do those action steps, and then hit play again and go do those action steps and hit play again and do, you know, you're going to learn in bits and pieces. And we're giving you the means to do so instead of being on a call with me or your instructor. You've got Rory himself explaining it. and you can control the speed of this video that teaches everything. Now, I'm not touching on backing up the Google Drive and the folders for your PBS. Rory covers that. I also have another video already on that. Don't be afraid of Google Drive. Look at it as your storage room on your computer, only it's not really on your computer. It's like that storage unit that's off on somebody else's parking lot, and your stuff gets to be stored there, and it's very secure. No one will be able to come into your house and steal it because it's out in the storage container. Okay. That storage container with Google Drive, when you open it up, how you get there is Google has all these free apps. It's the 9 dots. Go watch the video to learn more about Google Drive. Just trust me in going slow and following the directions that Rory shows you. It really isn't hard. All right, that's what I wanted to show right now, is how to start modifying these pages so that you guys can go through and whip them out yourself. We will cover Yoast another day. Once this is completely modified, perhaps I'll be able to come back in here with Charla and record us going through Yoast and the links and the pictures. All right. Talk to you soon.